Pro Distractor Tip 1. You always need to make sure you're playing as a good distractor tune. Louie here, as I'm playing as Louie, or a good distractor like Pebble, are the best to play as for distractors or other good distractor tunes, maybe like the new Halloween event tune, Eclipse, or it could be Coco. Anyone with good movement speed, like Gordy, the main for Halloween. Because if you don't, you can't distract this Shrimpo. You die on floor 1. So that is why you need to distract as good tunes. Alright, if you're playing as Louie, you want to get hit first because speed goes up. Step 2. If you're going to distract, you're going to need to know this pro tip. You need to run when the twisters get really close to you, but don't run if you don't need to. See? Don't run if you don't need to, but run when they get really close on your tail. Step 3. If you're playing as a distractor, but you also want the Iker or the event currencies, if an event is happening, you might want to have V-mode. Basically meaning you can go out of the elevator, and before you distract, do the nearest machine with your V remote, and it instantly fills up, then go to distracting. That's a distractor tip. Here's a picture of it. Now you distract. Let's find Gigi. See? Those are 3 pro distractor tips. Cool, right? Step 4. Be nice on your teammates and distract in a place where there are no machines, which is usually the fake elevator. That's the best spot to distract. At that fake elevator, if there are machines, you should distract in a different place with no machines, and when your teammates say fake elevator cleared, go to the fake elevator, or also called broken elevator, and distract there. Let's see. Twisteds, here I come. I'm going to distract away from the fake elevator to make sure that they can finish up that machine. But I also am not supposed to distract by the elevator, in case all the machines are finished, because then I would be hogging the elevator, and with tunes with lower stealth wouldn't be able to get into the elevator safely, unless I have air horns. Just like this. Here's a quick extractor tip. Twisteds are everywhere, and sometimes the distractor can't distract all the twisteds, maybe if they accidentally lose them and try chasing the twisted back. Meaning, when you're extracting machines, you should always be cautious anyway. Even if the distractor is pro enough to do the fake elevator ding. Look, Drew had 4 machines done. They finished the 2 machines that were close to the broken elevator. Time to go. Now, here's a little tip, guys. You might see grid 4 machines done, but that might just be a different machine, and there might still be a machine left that's by the fake elevator. Always wait for them to say fake elevator cleared if you ask them to. So they said fake elevator cleared. Even though they're not really teammates, for the clips, I need to say they are. There are. Time to distract by the broken elevator. This is how you do it. pro tip. You should ask your teammates to always say everyone at elevator when it's time to go back into the elevator. Like this. Everyone at elevator. So then you come back in with the twisteds on you into the elevator as the distractor, even if it's at 1 second. You always have to wait for everyone to come at the elevator. And if they say EAE, that stands for everyone at elevator. There isn't everyone at elevator sticker, but I didn't really use it right now, so that is that. We're moving on to Pro Distractor Tip 6. When you get off floors, it might be a little hard to get all the twisteds because everyone else is going to go on the floors too. To protect your teammates, you might want to try sprinting away and getting all the twisteds on you as fast as you can. Make sure you pick up all the air horns and ask your teammates to leave you air horns because you're going to want them to help you distract just in case the twisteds happen to go on someone else that has lower stealth. Like this. Come over here, twisteds. Save me air horns. Teammates. It's easy if you have chat turned on, that is. But how would you say you would distract you if you had chat turned off? I mean, you could try. I've done it before. You just worry about what I'm saying and you could figure that out. I've done it before though with it like that, so it's easy. So just like that, we have the Pro Distractor tip number 7 done. Alright, let's start another tip in another floor in another game. Pro Distractor tip number 7 done. Next Pro Distractor tip. You're gonna want good trinkets along with good tunes. So I'm gonna play with Pebble for this one, but you're gonna want good trinkets too. Like I Love Sprout trinket gives you invincibility. So like this. Let's take a look at all of this. We're going to want good distractor trinkets if we're going to distract. Like the pop pack. It gives you a pop every time. But do you know what I'm going to go for? The megaphone that grants you an air horn item every floor. Pro Distractor. Here's another Pro Distractor tip. If your other teammates have lower stealth than you and you're playing as Pebble and your ability is on cooldown, or you don't have any air horns in your inventory, don't distract by that area around your other teammates. Here's another Pro Distractor tip! We're also going to do a bonus one instead of 10. Since this is the last number 10, we are going to do a bonus number 11 one. Shrimpo just glitched the twisted. Pro Distractor tip number 10. Sorry. Quick interruption of the shrimp. Just like you have to make sure that your teammates save you, like, the other types of items, since you have to make sure your teammates say everyone at elevator or fake elevator cleared and those things, you also have to make sure they save you stamina items that are really good, healing items when you need them, unless there's a Cosmo, Ginger, or Sprout on your team, of course. They need them as in bands. But make sure that your team knows to save you good items, like that box of chocolates that was there. Here's the bonus tip. So the bonus tip is, don't get caught into this. Joking. Okay. That's not the bonus tip, but this is still really weird. Ignore Shrimpo! That was a long time of, just a shrimp. Here is the Pro Distractor tip. That's a bonus. So the last Pro Distractor tip is that you need to make sure that your other teammates, like whoever says that they're distracting first, is the distractor. You can't just say, oh, you said it first, but I called it in my head first, so I distract. No, and then you probably just ruin the run trying to get distracting out of it and going in front of them. Like, I'm not sure if Eclipse is distracting here. I'm sorry if you are, but I'm going to get out of their way and to start on some other tips and end this run, leave the game. But first, before I do that, I just wanted to tell you guys, I hope you please note that all these Pro Distractor tips should work, but some of them might not work, like the ones where other teammates have to get involved if they don't want to be nice enough and get involved. So please note that they might not always listen, and just try to do that, but all the other Pro Distractor tips should work.